720.
Hello, everybody. My name is Punchshot. Today, I will be running the Hello, everybody. My name is Punchshot. Today, I will be running the any % category for SpongeBob SquarePants: The Cosmic.
Yeah, it's gonna give me troubles today, I guess.
Cosmic Shake. And this is my first time ever attending or running at an in-person event, and having it be on such a grand stage, I would really rather not have it any other way.
Yeah, and we'll just go and introduce ourselves along the way real quick. Go first.
I am Cheese J. I am not a runner of this game. I have more in the Mario scene, specifically Mario Odyssey, but I am a friend of Punchshot's, and I've been a friend of his for like 5 years now, so I'm kind of here just to vibe with him.
Yeah. I am Jaxler. I've been a part of the SpongeBob community for speedrunning since 2015.
It would have been a weird experience if I was able to commentate this run, but like, you know me, I barely talk in even my stream, so I'd probably barely say anything if I commentated this run.
And super excited to be here. This is incredible to be here on day one.
Yep, and I'm Kaons. Punch and I have been around for this game since the very beginning, even though at the beginning it was less than a year.
I'm gonna try 720 again.
Year ago. I mean the hoverless categories though, and I'll get more into what that is during the run at some point.
Yep, Cams is that very handsome Quagsire right beside Jaxler. Say hello
Yep, that
to
is
him.
me. I'm the Quagsire.
He's a remote commentator.
All right, so with that said, not much more to be said. Here we go. We'll begin in 5, 4, 3, 2,
1. Dude, this is not gonna work today. I have to do 360.
1,
Go!
go!
Good luck.
Good luck,
Okay.
Punchshot.
Let's do this.
Thank you, guys. So the first thing to mention is that it is important to note that I am playing on version 1.0.2, which is the oldest patch of the game, and that is because on the current patches, the main glitch that we use in this category doesn't work the same way, and as thus, this version is much faster than those versions.
Oh yeah. So at this point, I'm sure most of you know about Battle for Bikini Bottom, a licensed game, but a very good one at that. It was good enough to warrant a full-blown remake, which is pretty much unheard of for licensed games. The remake sold incredibly well, which eventually led to the same studio who developed the remake creating their own SpongeBob game that is quite similar to Battle for Bikini Bottom. And BFBB has grown a very large speedrun.
I wouldn't say this game is that similar to BFBB, because like, yes, it has a very similar story structure, but like the atmosphere and the mechanics and like the general vibe of it just feels really different.
Community, and a lot of the people from that community surrounding Cosmic Shake at launch. And some of the people from the BFBB community are amazing at strat hunting and finding glitches, and because of this, we found a major glitch on the second day of the game being out.
Skip the cutscene.
And you guys are going to see that very soon, but not...
How late did he skip it? If I remember correctly, you can skip this cutscene like immediately, so he was... Yeah, he was a bit late.
Glitch on the second day of the game being out. And you guys are going to see that very soon, but not quite yet.
Great
Why is
ideas
it
can
already
come
giving
from
me
anywhere.
ads?
With
Go away.
Yeah, so we're still kind of going through kind of like the opening moments of the story and sort of the tutorial on how to play the game. So we don't quite have access to all of our movement toolkit and stuff at the start. Something we will get in just a moment here is the pizza box. It's going to act like a bit of a hover for us that lets us extend our jumps a little bit, but Punchshot is going to instead skip it.
I'm pretty sure he used to like just walk up to the button and slam it, but
for us that lets
this is what I always did, is just jump before it and then slam.
Extend our jumps a little bit, but Punchshot is going to instead skip it by something we'll see a lot in this game, which is use of the bubble wand in order to extend ourselves further horizontally, because whenever you use that pizza glide, it actually slows down your velocity a little bit. So We got a bit of a scripted fight here. The enemies are always going to be in the same place every time. So Punchshot knows exactly where to stand in order to get that done all in one quick cycle. And then we're going to be making our way, after talking to Cassandra, into the first of our major levels here.
We have a classic strat in the SpongeBob game, spinning to get more distance in your jumps. That is a very prime move.
153. Barely, not 152, holy. I'm pretty sure, like... Oh, and that is a 1 second load.
Speedrun community, and it is quite similar to Battle for Bikini Bottom. And BFBB has grown a very large speedrun community, and a lot of people similar to Battle for Bikini Bottom. And BFBB has grown a very large speedrun community, and a lot of people from that community surrounding Cosmic Shake at launch. And
Alright, so that loads around 6 seconds.
some of the people from the BFBB community are amazing at strat hunting and finding glitches, and because of this, we found a
6. Or wait, 5. So that's 11 seconds off a 153. Which is a 142. Roughly.
Prime movement in this game.
Yeah, so we're heading to Wild West Jellyfish Fields, which is the first world of the game, the western variants of Jellyfish Fields from Battle for Bikini Bottom. And after this auto-scroller seahorse section thing, it's pretty brief, we're going to see the major glitch that completely broke this game. We're going to see that very soon and explain it in a little bit.
Yes, so right here is the first demonstration of the glitch. So in order to optimize performance in this game, whenever you look away from an entity, it will despawn and it will act as if it's not there. And this includes the player character. So since we are slamming when SpongeBob doesn't exist, his animation is never able to end. So it will result in just us being able to float anywhere. But it's important to note
Dude, now that I've played Titans for so long, this rolling and jumping is kind of boring.
that this won't last forever because as we are hovering, SpongeBob
is the
is
standard
very
spin.
slowly going up pixel by pixel.
Like going bop, bop, bop with the standard attack in Titans is just a lot more interesting.
Yeah, and so right here,
That's right.
yep, we're gonna do a hover right through here. There's this big section in the Manta Fe portion where there's like this encounter in the saloon. And then you also have to go and learn how to actually ride the seahorses properly. But this hover is gonna cut us straight over into the next sea.
He said to have, in his tutorial said to have the main objectives lined with this cloud. Well, this is the lining I use. I don't know if the tutorial says this, but like, I'd keep it lined up with like this part of the cloud. Oh wait, that's for all the balloons. Oh, it's this thing to touch the cloud that you
Section
want.
after
Okay.
Manta Fe, and we'll just slam right into the loading trigger.
Yeah, this glitch, obviously, the main strat used in the 80% run. This
That
has
was
sort
for
of
all the
divided the game into
balloons.
two types of categories. We've got 80% categories and we've got hoverless. Because, obviously, this trick completely changes its runs, so the runs are quite different. I'm more into the hoverless stuff, but Punchshot is definitely very good at the hover categories. And it all comes down to preference. It's all pretty cool to me.
Yeah.
And we have a big lawn hover here to this
You can like both hoverless and 80% at the same time.
last portion of the main area of Wild West Jellyfish Fields. Soon, once Punch lands, he has to collect some cactus juice for Mr. Krabs. And you actually intended to collect a lot more, but he's only collecting 3 because only the final 3 are actually required to progress.
Party's over.
But I've still got
This is not a
Twizzlers.
time for ads.
Yeah, so something that Punch has to keep doing here, we'll mention this more a bit later, is Punch is playing on keyboard and mouse, and so the camera will try to pan back down into a default position behind SpongeBob. So Punch is constantly inching the mouse a little bit forward just to make sure that SpongeBob continues to be off screen. And we'll see if we get the skip right here.
I'm pretty sure you can also like move it around like this. Like horizontally to like keep it up, but I mean that's what I've tried.
Might be a little low. All
Quite
right.
gonna do the
not
backup
quite.
right here by jumping on that wanted poster.
Not
He's
really.
not gonna go for it.
Oh, come on.
Oh man, now you
is
gotta go
fine.
for it. You gotta go for it.
Yeah, now we gotta go for it. There we go.
There's the
That's-
backup. There we go.
Okay.
Perfectly fine. No
I have not had to do that backup in so long.
worries whatsoever.
Yeah, it's going pretty well.
Yeah, so the really cool thing about this section is there's a lot of cool, this is kind of a trend with the SpongeBob games. You have like a lot of cool stuff you can do with the ledge grab to kind of like break things a little bit or optimize the platforming ever so slightly. So there's a good example right here where we're gonna get the third bit of cactus juice here, and then we're gonna see some cool ledge grab setups. So I believe in Rehydrated, like
rework
every
wasn't
ledge
known
grab
at
for
the
the most
time.
part is pretty scripted, but on this game you can
They're all manually added.
yeah. In this game, you can pretty much ledge grab anything, and it lets you get away with some pretty cool stuff, like right here. So he's gonna use that cartwheel there to get that one, nice. And then coming up, so we got a fight here. So I don't remember how exactly recent this was, but we had a pretty recent new discovery for after this fight that we'll get to see. So I
Yeah,
believe
so
that,
Punch Out intentionally dying there actually allows him to get multiple hits off of the jelly duplicate.
At least,
I
Yeah,
believe
so
that,
Punch Out intentionally dying
At
there
the very
actually allows him
least-
to get multiple.
this guy didn't fall down here. Because that is really annoying when it happens. And it's such a small thing, but it loses like 3 seconds each time.
Hits off the jelly duplicator enemies. This is actually, it ties in about even in this particular spot compared to like just hitting him 3 consecutive times. Yeah, next we're heading to the relatively recent discovery called Bullworm Mind Skip. He's going to
The big
clip out of
one.
bounds here and do a hover directly to the elevator that you would go to after finding the gold tooth for the old.
I've
hover
always went
directly to
lower because then you're just hover straight into the cutscene.
Elevator that you would go to after finding the gold tooth for the old man. And yep, he's heading there right now.
That's right. And originally,
start.
before this trick was discovered, we had to go into the cavern where we had to collect an item. Then we needed to wait for an autosave, then die. And then when we respawn, we exit the game, and we would go back into the game, which would put us back to where we need to be with the item without having to do a forced fight. But that's not necessary anymore.
yeah, and so as we're
So,
heading, oh, go ahead.
Yeah. So we're heading to the Mr. Krabs chase sequence. It's pretty much an auto-scroller section, but you can use some directional inputs to get a bit further ahead, which you'll be able to see as he clips inside the train lane a little bit. But now would definitely be a great time for donations because this is a very straightforward, nothing kind of
Yeah,
part.
probably about a minute here.
Wonderful, wonderful. I have
It feels
200
really like variable how far into the train you go. That's just something I've noticed.
$50 here for you from the Zaders, who says, yeah. They say, supporting Punch Shot, running SpongeBob SquarePants, the Cosmic Shake. You got this, buddy.
Get a $3 classic breakfast when you buy any coffee at Tim's. So is it an iced coffee and a $3 classic breakfast wrap morning? Maybe a sandwich and an iced latte morning, a pre-shift sausage wrap morning, or a double crossword morning. Any coffee at Tim's
I
gets
just
you
have
a
no
$3
words for these
classic breakfast
ads.
sandwich or wrap.
Anyway.
Aw,
Yep.
thank you, the Zaders. I wonder who that could be. Fun
Also,
fact, they're my family.
also have
Oh, huge leak.
$25 from Orion Williams, who says, let's get more Jet Set Radio Future content, 25 to the car fight incentive. Oh, wow, and that incentive has not been met yet, but is making great progress. We are at $11,000 already, but I'd love to see us get the rest. Do you have time for one more?
Yeah, give us one more.
One more? I got $50 for you from Dark Muesli, who says, much wholesome, many speed. Such love is all I need. Well said.
And I believe right here you're gonna be getting an Easter egg punch.
Yeah.
If it were me in this situation, I don't think I would have gotten this. I unironically don't think I would have gotten the Easter
Yeah.
egg.
Yes,
Got
that is the massive Easter egg. Very important
As the
Easter egg. That
fans
is.
know,
It is necessary for us to complete this run.
Yeah, it's
it's
just
totally necessary.
yeah.
Okay, but-
so kind of while we're on the train, it's probably a good time to talk about some of the basic moment-to-moment movement that you're going to see us do while we're not hovering. So even though we can kind of hover for the most part, pretty much anywhere we want to go, most of the time our movement is going to be consisting of these dodge rolls because the hover actually moves us a bit slower than the dodge roll. Something that Punch Shot does as well is jumping at the end of the dodge roll animation, because at the end of the standard animation it actually resets SpongeBob's velocity back to 0, but if you jump it cancels that and allows you to go a little bit faster. So we're going to be doing a combination of that and a couple of more nuanced like combat roll related things here. One thing you'll see here is combat rolling at a very specific point during these mob spawner shockwaves. Normally the way they work is they like stun SpongeBob back and you have to wait about 3 seconds before you're able to damage him again. But by doing that combat roll, you can actually clear through that fight, and those are the only two that you need to take care of in order to get to the end there. So really good start to the run.
This is a reason I thought I should try and figure out the double hit at some point, because like it's 2 spawners, but I think every double hit saves like 3 seconds each time. So the double hit would be saving like 6 seconds there. Or even 4, because it might even save 2 each time.
So far.
Oh yeah, not too bad. Yeah,
and
so an important thing to note for
Karate
the
Downtown next.
yeah. So the important thing to note about the fight that I just did there, for those appetizers is what I call them. If you look away while they are dying, they won't actually die, because the game will think they still exist, because their death animation will never happen, because remember, things despawn when off frame.
Yeah, everything needs to be on camera for this game for it to happen. It's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
So now we're heading to Karate Downtown. This is one of my favorite levels in the game for speedrunning. You can skip quite a lot. It's pretty cool in both hoverless and any percent. And first we have a major skip that I will explain soon once we get to it. But first we have to run along here in the red carpet. And we're gonna get there in a little bit.
Yeah, so all of these levels are kind of themed after previous levels in like other SpongeBob games, but like kind of with a multiverse twist because of all the cosmic shit nonsense going on. So this is like the Sandy version of Downtown with the whole karate movie aesthetic going on. Hence all the movie set stuff that we'll see in a little bit.
Yeah, that's right.
All
So
right,
here we're going
so-
to be starting a wall hover, and wall hovers are slightly different. Yeah, that's right.
All
So
right,
here we're going
so-
to be starting a wall hover. and
Okay, I can kind of see why he didn't just jump from here. Because, like, it's a big event. Like, he's probably going to screw it up when he's, like, so shaken up. Like,
Wall hovers are slightly different from regular hovers because we're actually going
Yeah, I
to be
can
looking to the
understand
side while being against the wall. And this will also cause SpongeBob to go off screen. And yep, we can
Yeah.
just go around and land in this doorway here.
While most hovers work and are known for looking at the sky, this still works because SpongeBob is off screen. And now we're doing what we call a 2D skip, where we skip the 2D auto-scroller section of the world. And that wall hover, by the way, that also skips a little mini-boss section that is only possible in any percent. You can't do that in hoverless. Yeah, we're doing another wall hover here to get to the 2D section, and Punch Shot is going to land, jump on this piece of
Got
wood.
the ledge grab, good.
Invisible ledge grab, and now he's going to run along on this piece of cardboard here. It's quite long, so I'd say this is a good time for one donation.
One donation, you've got it. I have $50 for you from Sir Sputnik, who says, F is for friends who do stuff together. Good luck to Punch Shot.
okay, I actually don't remember that.
Thank you so much. It's great.
Thank you all so much. So we're gonna act in hoverless. You actually keep going down a bit further, but we're gonna cut this off a little earlier with another hover. Because of the way things work out, we have to make sure we land it.
Let's not forget about
Because of the way things work out, we have to
dropping
make sure
like
we
right there, and then cartwheeling over because you get some cartwheels in.
land at certain points to like get certain power-ups. So we're gonna be taking a quick detour for the karate kick move here.
This is the Dell AI PC, built for AI. It was designed to optimize your battery life.
Just like that.
Yep. Punch has to unlock the karate kick move there by talking to Squidward, and this move is required for progression. You actually need it to defeat the Sandy fight that's later on this world. And okay, I don't like this jump.
Everything's
All right,
everything. Okay, no, it's not fun. I'm gonna save it.
That jump is very precise. But yeah, anyway, punch shot needs to
I wouldn't call it precise.
karate kick move to defeat the Sandy boss, but it also generally just speeds up the movement quite a bit. You're gonna see that very soon. And yeah, he's gonna jump in the pipe.
I have failed this a few times, so I guess I loosely call it
I'm
precise.
not gonna do that again. Don't worry.
He's not gonna go for it again. It's a very tight jump. I don't blame him.
And this building right here just has a little ledge on the side. It's really funky. So this hover, like, even though this just looks like a kind of straightforward hover, Punch Shot has to be really careful here because when you're out of bounds in Cosmic Shake, there are kill planes everywhere. So it's not as simple as just like hovering just straight to the finish line, because you also have to consider that your camera is pointed up. So you can't like look at landmarks in front of you because otherwise you'll just drop the hover and fall into a kill plane. So that one has a little bit of that, and then
I remember one session
pointed up. So you can't like look at
where I died here 3 runs in a row.
Marks in front of you because otherwise you'll just drop the
painful.
hover and fall into a kill plane. So that one has a little bit of that, and then we probably got the hardest hover itself in the run, which is I don't even know where to start with this one.
Yeah, crane skip. I personally believe crane skip to be one of the hardest hovers in the run.
It's called window glide, not crane skip.
You have to do a big hover and then land on a window and then karate kick an enemy above you after jumping on a pipe. And then land on a window and then karate kick an enemy above you after jumping on a pipe. And
they never see it, but there's like a sign back here. I wonder if you can like somehow jump onto it, hover to the chimney, and then just jump on costume switch onto it. Maybe.
It's pretty tight. You also have to avoid some death planes too.
I can hear the plays he whispers under his breath.
And it's pretty tight. You also have to avoid some death planes too. And then coming up after that, we have the funniest jump, death planes too. And ready for it.
Yeah.
Then coming up after that, we have the funniest joke in the game. I don't know if you all are ready for it.
Oh yeah, it is extremely funny. It is guaranteed that you will laugh really hard.
It's really frustrating. Punch, myself, and nearly everyone else who's ran this game have lost countless runs due to laughing too hard at that joke. It is unfortunately a major reset point. It's just so funny.
Okay, so that's the hard part.
All right, thank God. Okay, that's the hard part done.
And then we got the karate kick. First try, nicely done.
Man.
Beautiful.
Nice. So.
Here comes the joke.
It's coming up.
All right, it's coming. It's coming. Get ready.
It's coming up.
Prepare your laugh box.
Dude, that joke is so funny.
So
if you don't get the
funny.
joke, cranes are usually used for moving things, and pasta typically isn't made with cranes. I think that's very funny. What about you guys?
What?
Yeah, can we get some prompts in chat for that joke?
Yeah, if you're
funny.
coughing out along while laughing at that, I don't have anything to say to you.
Yeah.
It's just too funny.
It's just
so funny.
So funny. So something we saw a little bit with the
never paid
movement
attention
while we
to
were
it.
laughing at the crane joke is that for movement sometimes
You can
moving
like
things.
jump from here and then kick one of these
And
enemies.
pasta typically isn't made with
That's
cranes.
probably a bit faster than taking
we
I think that's very
the.
funny. What about you guys?
Yeah, can we get some
The
prompts in
trampoline.
chat for that joke?
I don't have anything to say to you.
a little bit with the movement while we were laughing at the crane joke is that for movement sometimes Punch Shot will actually cancel the karate kick right before making contact with the enemy. So that he can immediately land on the ground a bit faster so he can start doing the combat roll stuff. Now we got the Sandy fight.
Yeah, so for the Sandy fight, Punch Shot needs to intentionally have 2 health and then die after the first phase, which allows him to skip the phase with the wheel turning on its side. So first he's going to get this this hit.
I've sometimes just jumped on the TNT and then rolled off to like guarantee that she lands on the ground before I hit her so that I don't like miss.
So first he's going to get this this hit. He's going to karate kick Sandy and then stand in the middle here, and that's going to... Oh wait, first he has to get these glob enemies. Forgot about that.
This kind of lures them all in towards the center so they can take care of them all without having to move super far.
Yep, that was the ideal
Now you
fight
have
right
to
there.
stay in the center.
Yep. See, if I died right
And
there,
got
if I died right there with
Second
1 HP,
longest death
I would
animation.
have actually died too early. I would have done the fight
Yeah,
again.
so
I would lose a lot
the
of
rest
time.
of this fight is like kind of just the same thing. So I'd say good donation point right here.
Probably 1 or 2.
Sure thing. I have $10 from you. For you from NTAP, who says punch shot #1.
NTAP, yo. What's up, man? He is a common member from my stream. Great guy.
Do you have
Also
time for
known
one
as
more?
Mason.
Go for it.
We do.
We got $50 from Boyle's Kids, who says, the kids say, I love the show, and I'm pretty sure I'll love the video game. What you think? Are they gonna love the video game?
They're gonna love the video
Yeah, the game's
game.
pretty
Oh
fun.
yeah.
Yep.
This game is really good. You know. Same with the Rehydrated remake as well. They're both really fun.
Yep, Battle for Bikini Bottom. And now Punch is
Really fun.
We do this strat slightly differently because I like wait and then charge. So to get an extra boost from a jump, and then I can just walk off and go and jump off and go talk to Cassandra. But he charges immediately, jumps here,
Battle for Bikini Bottom.
jumps there, charges, and then jumps off.
And now Punch is heading to Pirate Goo Lagoon, and we are not going to be here for long. How this level is played in any percent is a huge contrast to how this level is played in hoverless. And that's because in any percent, you can push the hovers to the absolute limit and hover straight to the very end. You skip this entire world pretty much with the exception
Followed.
of the boss fight.
I'm seeing a follow. Near Themed, thank you for the follow. Thank you very much for the follow.
Unfortunately, though, you do miss out on the slingshot and boost ring power-ups, which affect a little bit of the run, but it's not nearly significant enough to warrant actually like collecting them. And Punch is going to be heading to that hover very soon. If you want to talk about that.
Oh yeah. So to give you like a view on how much this saves in hoverless, this level is usually around 9 minutes, right? But in the hover category, this is 3 minutes.
My gold is 8:53.
Long, so it cuts off 6 entire minutes.
Yeah.
Yep.
By
First
some
hover right here. This is going to get us to
movemental
a part of the level that we're not supposed to access. It's
godlike
mainly
gameplay
for
miracle.
decoration, which is what to
Aha.
a part of the level that we're not supposed to access. It's
Don't jump on this hover. Well, I mean,
mainly
you
for
can. It doesn't
decoration,
really affect this
which is
one
why
that
the
much,
textures
but,
are
like,
going to
you
look
can,
like
like-
really low res in a sec.
Yeah, very low poly.
Yeah, we need to get there so that we can get the hype to do another hover, because the boat where the
Not-
final boss is
no,
always
he
loaded within
didn't.
the level. And if you nail the hover just right, you can actually land right on top of that boat,
Also,
like
it's up
Keon's is
near
talking about.
themed.
So this is the tricky one, so we're going to ask for...
Are you near in Discord? Just for clarification. Okay, what's up, near?
quiet time for just a moment.
Thanks for
because,
the follow.
Hard.
Yeah, Punchshot's going to be looking for a visual cue with the skybox here to know exactly
Don't jump this hover.
when it's
Don't jump this hover. YOLO it.
It's got the hover. That's good.
It saves movement time, and it completely avoids like having to switch, which is something you'll see in a minute. Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's,
no.
Yeah.
Yeah. It kind of made me think of Thneed from the Lorax, unironically. But anyway.
Yeah, unfortunately, as you can see, the pirate hat that SpongeBob has there is very tall. I think it actually does impact the hover distance quite a bit, which is kind of annoying
Then there's YOLOing it.
because SpongeBob gets back on screen sooner. You could change your costume; it obviously loses time though.
The pirate hat's pretty cool, so we got to keep it on, right?
Yeah,
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, so pretty much what Punch is looking for is to land on.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
That's close.
Pretty much what Punch is looking to do is like land on like the bow of the ship, kind of like that front
That's
pointy
2
bit.
attempts.
Kind of where that fish, that mermaid bit of the ship is. So.
And I'm not getting the slam. That's okay.
That's also why you YOLO it.
There we go. That's gotta be it, right?
Yeah.
I felt really good.
3.
This hover is one of the reasons why the estimate is around
This
50
hover
minutes.
is very difficult, yep.
Yeah. Try it again.
Should be good, and if not, maybe we take off the player.
Yeah.
Four.
Oh, man. Change costumes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Change costumes. All right. Let's just be
Just normal
classic.
SpongeBob, yep. Yeah, wait for some health, and then...
Is this it?
Sorry, looks a lot
Okay,
better.
took four
Got
attempts.
it. Well
There
done,
it
man.
is.
Well done.
Okay.
It's a very difficult hover. Everyone really struggled learning with that when it was new, so I
Yeah.
do not blame him at all for messing that up.
Yeah.
It's very difficult and annoying.
I can't comment on learning it because I don't really like remember how well I learned this when I first did.
Yeah, especially
But I'm just gonna say it one more time. YOLO it.
under pressure as well. Like Punchshot said, this is his first ever in-person like event period. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dying on that last one would have been really detrimental because that was my last health like that.
Oh,
And
man.
he dies.
That's okay.
It's
though.
all good.
yeah, because we're on the boat, we just save into the cutscene, so we're pretty much good to go from here.
But yeah, if I died on that last hover, I would have lost
Into the cutscene.
bad.
What I
Oh,
do
man.
That's okay.
It's
though.
all good.
Yeah, because we're on
is I karate kick this guy right out of the cutscene, then kick this guy, and then go to kick this guy.
the boat, we just save into the cutscene, so we're pretty much good to go from here.
But yeah, if I died on that last
But I'm kind of curious as to why he doesn't like kick this guy, 'cause like
Good to go from here.
that seems like
But yeah, if I died on that last hover, I would have lost around a
no-brainer.
minute and a half more than just dying normally.
Well, Patrick gives you health, so I think you'd be fine.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so for the most part, all these enemies like start in the same spot. So all of these like fights are like really well choreographed just to get them all in the same place. So you don't have to like do individual attacks on each enemy. You can just get them all in one go.
It's all very intentional what he's doing here, in the order he gets the enemies.
And
And
also
the
gonna see a,
final part... Yep.
yeah,
the,
gonna see a
pirate
little
ship here.
cutscene. Yeah, skip here. So these brute enemies are like really hard to damage consistently because they have really long invulnerability windows before
you can also just
really hard
after the killing this guy, just go right for this guy and like slam him a few times to
to
kill him
damage consistently because they have really long invulnerability windows
because of him like stopping because of throwing the thing. You can get close and slam him a few times.
for like I guess their next like phase of being damageable. So what Punch actually did there is lured a shot from the one with the lollipop and then had the tartar sauce
chase it?
projectile also hit him as well, basically killing the one with the tub in one shot, which is, if you've played this game, not really something you're supposed to be able to do at all.
All right.
If they aren't supposed to do it, then why did they put it in the game? That's something I've always wondered about.
Yeah, so up next, we have the best part of the entire game. I don't know if you guys are ready for this. It is the, get ready? Get ready.
Dude, Titans adding the mid-air dodge
know if you
makes
guys are ready
this
for this.
so
It is the,
boring now.
Get ready? Get ready. Here it is.
Patty
It's the
flipping
RNG
minigame.
patty flipping
Patty
minigame.
flipping.
For the next minute, Punch Shot is going to be flipping you all some burgers. This segment is entirely RNG. It's completely random as to how the burgers fall and how long it takes for them to be cooked. And you can lose upwards of 10 seconds here just by getting bad RNG. It is great. It's very fun. And unfortunately, losing like 10 seconds in any percent is pretty much a dead run nowadays.
Yeah,
Punch
if you're going
if you wanna
for
talk
if you're
about
going
the
for a
burgers.
top time, yeah. So if you flip a raw patty compared to a cooked patty, you want to flip the raw patty first because then when you go to flip the cooked patty, you will skip some of the animation of him flipping the first patty, and it saves minuscule amount of time, but it's something. And they
Yeah,
give you an
losing time is
idea.
going to get in the burgers.
They give you an idea.
I love how they reiterated this in Titans, where it's like you have to get a certain amount of money, and it goes past that and actually like escalates with the 4. Like I've often noticed with that, I've had to like roll my thumb across the buttons in a certain order, and faster and faster and faster each time.
Of the RNG in this
Which
game,
is a good reiteration.
The worst recorded patty minigame to pure RNG was a 53, which is by me, and the best recorded minigame was a 105. So just from RNG, you can lose up to 12 seconds.
Tide OxyMax Power Pods one-ups the cleaning power of liquid.
Can it one-up whatever they're doing?
For sure.
Seriously?
One-up the power of liquid, one-up the toughest stains. Any further questions? One-up the power of liquid with Tide
After
OxyMax
these
Power
ads,
Pods.
there's something else I want to
Chevy
point
Equinox
out.
is more than an SUV. It's your
Something funny. If you go back,
Minigame was a 105.
look at this.
So just
They moved the camera
from
around.
RNG,
Like,
you can
why
lose
did
up
they
to
do
12
that?
seconds.
Why'd they do
Yeah,
that?
it's very, very annoying. This is in the game, but it's a fun meme. I can't lie.
Right. So yeah, that was a
Alright,
56.
A 56 for me is basically just dead run.
56.
But no
Very
honest,
average,
but
but
no
it's all
honest,
good.
in all honesty, I thank you. In all honesty, I lost like 2 seconds because
It took him 3, in all honesties, to say his sentence. Like,
in all honesty, I thank you.
56.
But no
Very
honest,
average,
but
but
no
it's all
honest,
good.
in all honesty, I thank you.
just keep cutting
Yeah,
him
it's
off.
very easy to accidentally flip patties. Sometimes you just want to flip them as fast as possible to get done with the minigame and
Yeah.
then just lose time eventually.
I'm too
It's kind
hungry.
of annoying. So yeah, now we have Halloween Rock Bottom. And this world, like Paragon Lagoon, can also be entirely skipped. But first, it is mandatory that you collect a power-up because you need it to progress to actually get to the boss area of this world. And that power-up is the Scare ability. It is required to open the door to go to the boss fight in the world. So Punch is going to
It pretty much is faster
Scare
to
ability.
go for the
It is required
balloon
to
here.
open the door to go to the boss fight in the world. So Punch is going to go onwards a little bit here and then do a hover to hopefully touch the trigger to unlock the power.
This is YOLOing a hover. Do this on the second Gulagoon hover.
Up, so good luck.
Thank you. So once we touch this wall here on the other side of the hover, that is when we get the Scare power up. And once we get there, we're just going to warp back, and we should be perfectly fine. There are
Yeah,
theories
and now-
to skip getting the Scare power up, but unfortunately, none of them are possible. It is possible to start it with the Test Tools mod, which Gordo Leo made. Thank you for making that,
Shoutouts to Gordo.
Yeah, shout outs to Gordo. Great guy. But yeah, unfortunately, there's
Yeah.
no way to get inside the museum without...
Why is
getting-
why is this camera moving around? I'll give this another try.
getting the Scare power up first?
Yeah. Like we mentioned earlier, there are just kill planes everywhere. So like it just
And invisible walls too, can't forget those.
yeah.
So yeah, now he's going to be hovering to the outside of Rock Bottom Museum and he's going to touch a checkpoint trigger here.
Okay, yeah, it's just gonna give me troubles. But
Without getting the Scare power up first.
Yeah. Like we mentioned earlier, there are
I've
just
never
kill planes
had-
everywhere. So
a setup for this, I usually just costume switch and then piece it down to it. But like I thought it was fast because you're still going forward and falling. But perhaps
And invisible walls too, can't forget those.
yeah.
So yeah, now
Perhaps
he's going to be hovering
you falling faster but when you're slamming.
to the outside of Rock Bottom Museum and he's going to touch a checkpoint trigger here. Once he unlocks the checkpoint, he can warp to it and now he's inside the Rock Bottom Museum. And now he's going to scare all these ghosts and then press the button and he will go to the Gary fight.
Okay, perfect scares. Alright.
Yeah. So normally here, ideally you would want to have 1 health so you could do a death warp, but unfortunately he has full health. It's not that big of a deal. It doesn't save that much time. It's just a little optimization thing. So what he's gonna do?
I feel like it might save more time than it lets on if you get like the fastest death animation. That's also accounting for how fast you can get hit by Gary's vomit.
Instead, he stand here in this corner and he won't take any hits. And then once the cutscene happens, he's going to go up a little bit, jump on the railing here, and then quickly jump over to get to the second floor early. The goal here is to break the 3 vending machines. And then coming up, you're actually going to see another wall hover, and this is the only other one in the game. Punch, if you want to explain that one?
Sure thing, yeah. So you want to be careful here because you can get hit by these green slime balls like Gary's throwing at us when SpongeBob's still on screen. And it will take time for the camera to adjust for SpongeBob to go off screens.
The most trouble I've had with the vomit balls is that they like push me back, and like I'll lose a few seconds to just getting pushed back from the direction I'm supposed to go.
So you gotta be patient and be careful that you don't get hit out mid-hover, because there is a death plane right next to the front of that plank that I landed on.
Yeah. And that's Halloween Rock Bottom. And now we have not Pirate Lagoon, we have Prehistoric Kelp Forest. And that's Halloween Rock Bottom.
It's way faster to go to this horse and dash over to her. I can feel how much faster it is.
Lagoon, we have Prehistoric Kelp Forest.
Yeah, Kaon's his favorite level.
It is my favorite level. It's my favorite level.
Quotes.
Booga booga.
There's a volcano in it. All right, yeah, Prehistoric Kelp Forest. This is also another world that is entirely skipped, but there is a very long, just out of bounds, walking, hovering kind of section. And then the boss fight, the first phase is pretty cool, but then after that, it's sort of like very auto-scroller-ish. So what Punch has to do here is he actually has to jump on the slide and then quickly jump off to enter an area out of bounds that...
What I'll sometimes do...
Sort of like very auto-scroller-ish. So what Punch has to do here is he...
Dodge off this thing, immediately slam onto this thing, and then slam again when it drops.
He actually has to jump on the slide and then quickly jump off to enter an area out of bounds that... while avoiding a death trigger, and then it's just a giant hover. Do you want to explain that one?
Sure, yeah. So this one isn't really, they're very specific on the lineup. You just gotta make sure you have enough height. And I will get a boost up on this rock here to the side, just to be safe.
One.
Yeah. If you don't have enough height though, you will die. So I gotta be careful. Okay, that got me some height. That should be good enough.
This hover is weird because it can look like you're far enough from here, like once this tree goes off. Okay, maybe you are far enough
Okay, there we go. Nice. All right, so we're going to be rolling here for a bit out of bounds until we find our way back into a little mini-game segment. So we've got like about a minute here for donations.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wonderful. I've got donations to Slinging Slasher, who said
Oh no.
$50 for you from #Slinging Slasher, who said,
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
wishing my fellow fry cook the best of luck.
Thank you, #Slinging Slasher.
Punch Shot is a great fry cook.
Incredible job. We also have $25 from Papa, who says, I am watching with my daughter Elliot. Her love of both SpongeBob and Games Done Quick makes this the perfect time to donate. Good luck on the run, Punch Shot.
Thank you so much. It's nice
That's
of
awesome.
you.
Yeah, so this is probably a good time to start talking about bone strats for the first.
The bone strats. Yep. So, in the first phase of this fight, there are 3 bones in the wall. You gotta break all of them to progress. And they're intended, you're supposed to be waiting for them, but you can actually get them early by doing some very complex jumps. And Punch Shot is going to attempt the yellow one here first. Good luck.
Oh, not that one.
These are very...
I didn't expect to get that time.
What if you can create your own website by saying, this is what I want? With Wix, you can.
I might need that ad later,
So
but I don't
cartwheel
need
jumps,
it right
let's
now.
talk about those for a second. So cartwheel jumps, that hasn't been definitely proven yet, but it is theorized that keyboard inputs in this game are uncapped, while controller inputs are limited to 60. So it is supposedly harder to get a cartwheel jump properly on keyboard than it is.
What sense does that make? It just seems to be like general input delay difference between the 2 buttons. the whole cap thing doesn't really make any sense.
Controller, but again, it has been proven, so we don't know for sure.
Yeah. Punch-Out didn't go for the purple bone. It is extremely difficult, so I don't blame him. But he's
Yeah,
going
I
to
still
go for the
fail it
blue
a few
bone after,
times.
and hopefully he should get that one. It's pretty free, but I mean, if he doesn't, it's still...
Or sometimes.
Sometimes it happens.
Yeah.
But getting the blue bone is a good showcase of what the bone strats do. It allows you to progress and quickly skip the phase here.
Okay. Nice.
You get that.
Good,
Nice
good.
job. You got it.
So something that Punch-Out is doing there to make that work is something called a cartwheel spin, where you do the cartwheel and then cancel it with the spin animation, and actually lets you preserve a little bit of extra height through that spin, and that helps make a lot of that platforming actually possible there. So we'll be
skip through all
Good luck,
this.
runners, and thank you to everyone involved. So
I think it's safe to skip
You
this.
know, I ran this game at pace, the hoverless category, and someone said the exact...
Alright, this.
able to get Patrick Starr on commentary.
Oh my god.
Glad AGDQ is getting
That is
bigger,
so funny.
bigger.
You probably want to
Kaon
mention
sounds like Patrick.
what you're doing here in this third phase for the end of stuff,
Oh
right?
yeah, so in the third phase, there's going to be an eel that spawns on the opposite side of us. And if we do it properly, if we stand on the opposite side of it, it'll go for a straight line. So in theory, it should just run into the lava and off itself.
Yeah, just instantly KO.
Yep, there he goes.
So there he goes.
All right, rest in peace. Sorry, mate.
Yeah, and that'll just get us this last pillar for the last bit of HP, and we're out of prehistoric, just like that.
Yep, there we go.
Nice. And now...
This is that level is a major deciding factor in if I get like a 35 or not. If I were to try to do this again, this is like one of the biggest deciding factors.
We have medieval sulfur fields, but first we have to find some textbooks to help Squidward read again, because he forgot how to read in the prehistoric world. These textbooks are right behind SpongeBob's house.
Yep, it is slightly faster to just warp back to the pineapple and walk to the
I actually
instead of
didn't
just
know that,
going
to be honest.
backwards. Yeah, or actually an L.
Maybe since I've heard a lot of people say they like the interior exploration of BFAB, so like maybe what they could have done is like make us actually go into SpongeBob's library to get the books.
LRT it
Maybe.
is. This game uses LRT compared to load remove time compared to
RTA,
real time. Yeah. Not sure if it's faster RTA or not.
Yeah, I have no idea, to be honest. So yeah, medieval sulfur fields, he's heading to it. This level starts off with a very long slide, but Punch-Out is going to do a major skip, a very long hover that allows him to get to the Bard audition very early on, and he's got to explain this one because I do not know like anything about how this works.
Yeah, so well, the first part of this is that there's going to be a gap on that next trampoline that when we were in Goo Lagoon, we were supposed to unlock the ability to have these like rings that we could use with the pizza box to boost ourselves midair a bit further. So Punch is actually doing a hover here to be able to cover the gap that you're supposed to be able to cross casually. And then once we get
This tiki, jumping on this tikis and doing it that way wasn't known at this time, so I don't blame him for not doing
a
it.
certain way down the slide, we're going to set up another hover, I believe off this trampoline right here. And so what we're going to do is there's that big castle area over there, trampoline right here.
I think part of the problem was
so what
he
we're
was
gonna
too
do
close
is there's
to
that
the
big
slide.
castle area over there, and we're gonna end up seeing a use of what's called pizza stalling, or the pizza box stalling, in order to get back safely in bounds. So we are like way above, over the top, over our destination. But at some point our hover's gonna end, right? So what Punch is gonna do is repeatedly
I mostly
use
think
the
he
glide.
was not going in the right direction. What I used to see is like a bump in here and another cloud, like a layer above it. And that's how I know I was going in like the right direction.
And then cancel it over and over. And this sort of stalls the fall speed of SpongeBob a little bit every time you do that. And you can use that to, oh, did you hit the kill plane? Oh.
Yeah, I got the kill plane. That's all right.
Yeah, so we'll just go ahead and set it up again, but.
Yeah, the hover might actually not be safe. I'm gonna actually do the regular route instead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no problem.
So while we're
The
doing
regular
that,
road's pretty cool to see.
yeah. So while we're working on that, Pippi, the floor is yours if you'd like to read some donations.
Sure thing. I've always got some. Here's $25 from Andrew, who says, love watching AGDQ. First time donating. Have fun. Go fast. Also, $25 from Ready Jess, who says, secrets? I like secrets. Let's unlock secrets. I agree, let's unlock secrets. It's less than $8,000 to go on the secret car fight incentive on Jet Set Radio Future. So I know y'all can make that happen, chat. I believe in you. Got time for one more?
Go for it.
Sure thing.
Sure.
Start
And then
strong
we get
with
ads,
best-in-class
of course.
equipment at Planet Fitness.
CIBC is a founding partner of the Toronto Tempo and proud to champion every ambition.
Got $10 from Zero Count, who says, is this the Krusty Krab?
No, this is Patrick.
No, this is Patrick.
Probably got time for one more.
Crab.
One more? Of course. Here's $50 from Work Metaphor, who says, I always look forward to AGDQ, seeing amazing glitches, saving all those frames, and all for a fantastic cause. We have seen some amazing glitches today. I will say, these are incredible.
Thank you. Yeah, this game is filled with them. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, so we're finishing off the Rainbow Slide area here, and then we are going to head down to the Bard audition area. And you are skipping a lot in this world. There's a huge portion with finding like stuff for like Twitchy and stuff, but all that. But we don't have to do any of that in any percent and hoverless. These worlds are quite similar. He's gonna do a hover here to the. Oh wait, he's gonna do the
I'm
hoverless
gonna try the
strat.
hover strat. I'm gonna try the hoverless strat. Let's go for it. It's a lot harder than the hover method.
Hey, let's go.
But it's not over yet.
Nice.
There's a giant death flame here you have to avoid. So
Big W.
Now
home
it's over.
side here, and then.
Now we're safe.
Yeah, now we're at the Bard Challenge.
And
Nice,
now
there we go.
Nice.
Awesome. So this is the Bard Challenge.
Yeah, the memory game.
The memory game.
memory game.
Which,
I'm
like,
just
yeah, so
gonna
you
skip this. I think it's safe to do that.
buttons so that you get there.
Yeah.
And then we got a really cool platforming skip to get out of the
Yeah,
Bard
so-
Challenge.
Now we're heading
is
through
all
the dorm hall section, and fun fact, this is actually slower in any percent than it is in hoverless, because in hoverless you have hooks unlocked from going to Pirate Lagoon and actually finishing the level sort of the intended way. And here, since you don't have hooks, you have to do some hover stuff.
I'm not so sure what the relationship between any percent and hoverless is for this room anymore. Like, we do like hover from this tiki to like not. So like we start hovering sooner. And then
Sort of the intended way. And
I'll
here,
get
since you don't have hooks, you have to do some hover stuff. So it's a bit slower, but it's still pretty fast ultimately.
Yeah, so you're gonna see a costume change here in midair. This actually allows you to sort of almost jump out of your hover, and that lets you get the karate kick there in order to make that a bit faster. And then
what I used to do is like I'd try and like cartwheel jump, do the stalling pattern, and then get a hover from that. And then when I'm like switching the costume, I'd like spam like B and Y to get the kick after.
we're gonna
'Cause
see
I get
another
excited
hover
if you
here
do that.
from. We're going for the bedpost one. All right.
Yeah, just
I
go for the
believe.
first version.
I
Yeah.
believe this setup was actually.
What's faster than this even is to like go on here and then go to the surfboard that's like around there, because like
We're going for the bedpost one. All right.
Yeah, just
I
go for the
believe.
first version.
I
Yeah.
believe this setup
Like,
was
this
actually
is
found
just
by
hovering
Tyrone
at walking
18
speed,
and,
whereas-
Lucid, who are two Super Mario Odyssey speedrunners
Yeah,
that
so-
I'm friends with.
Yeah.
Yep, they have also ran this game.
Yeah,
Along
big
with
shout out to
Accurate,
them.
who actually had record for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe they did. I had a bunch of discoveries upon release on this game, but they don't run it much anymore.
it's
Yeah, so now
faster
it's time. We're heading
to
through Twitchy, and
cartwheel around and then go to the surfboard that's right before this place.
this fight is quite annoying, but we figured out a way to make it a lot easier. You're supposed to actually deliver these cakes to the different people here sitting at the tables. And the thing is, like, this game works by everything like being off camera. It doesn't exist. You can take advantage of that by angling the camera in a certain way so that the majority of the enemies don't even spawn in. And this really helps it out a lot. This fight is very annoying casually and initially for speedruns, but it's not too bad now.
Yeah, there is a pretty hard strat that you can do, is when you cartwheel with while grabbing a cake, because you can't cartwheel after you grab a cake. If you time it right, you can release the cake as you are finishing the cartwheel, and it'll just launch into the plate that you want. But that is a lot harder to do on keyboard, because I can only hit two directions at a time.
I don't think it has to do with hitting two directions. I think it just has to do with timing it as you as you come out of the cartwheel.
Yeah, this is a little bit harder on keyboard because you're restricted to 8 directions, so you have to like rely on the camera for like more precise angles. So it does kind of mess up the camera angle stuff a little bit. On controller, it's a lot easier, but it's still pretty doable on keyboard mouse.
Yeah. Oh, I still have one left. Oh, it's just this one. We're good.
Yeah, it's just the close one.
Okay. Oh, that was a really good Twitchy. Twitchy can be really scary sometimes.
Yeah.
Because he loses. Thank you so much. Yeah, Twitchy can be scary because you can lose up to like 4 seconds.
Why didn't he take this horse?
Thank you so much. Yeah, Twitchy can be scary because you can lose.
Why didn't he take this horse? That just seems like a no-brainer.
Up to like 4 seconds, depending on how those green balls hit you. That
All right,
Twitchy's
so
throwing at
Glove
you.
World is next. Yep.
Oh, I forgot about this part. He thought he was
But
going
where
to...
you going?
Oh,
We're on the Glove World.
On the Glove World, not Kelp Forest.
We're going to Glove
Yes,
World.
that's right. True that.
Yeah,
true that.
so Punch has to clear the area of jellyfish here.
That's really funny.
That's right. True.
Glove World.
On the Glove World, not Kelp Forest.
We're going to Glove World.
That would have been...
Right. True that.
Yeah,
true that.
so Punch has to clear the area of jellyfish here in order to go to Glove World first to help out Mrs. Puff. And this is also routed very particularly. He's going to take this rolling ball and...
The rolling ball field is like way faster in Titans. It's shown by like the fire effect that shows up on it.
Take it through the log here, jump on the log, and get these 2 jellyfish.
Yeah, sometimes manipulating the rolling ball through here can be a little kind of funky depending on like the angle you land on it. So
Yeah, you gotta be careful when you get that last jellyfish because SpongeBob will jump off in the direction that he's facing on the ball, and if he's facing in a weird direction like he does sometimes, you will need to get on the ball and jump off again, or you can just die.
yeah, so there we go. So got all those jellyfish, and then we'll climb to the top, and that'll allow us to go in through the teleporter to Glove World from here. So.
And now, yep, Glove World. So each area in this world are separated by large areas of goo. So like every portion of this world is like sort of like an island. But luckily for us, the hover glitch exists, and that is exactly what Punch is going to do here several times. This world's a bit slower and hoverless because you actually have to go to the tunnel.
Titans adding the mid-air dodge just makes this movement so much more boring, dude. Like, Jesus.
Glove, you don't have to do that here.
Yep.
I will point this
No, we
out. You can hover from the ground onto this yellow building and then jump to the reef
We don't
blower
even
from
need to fight
there.
that bathtub enemy on that building up there that we just skipped, but doing a hover, we can just go past the building and onto the next part of land.
Stop with these ads, man.
When you're not weighed down.
Yeah, and you got to be a little careful on the way through some of the next sections as well. We'll see like a little bit of like weird movement around to avoid some of the next sections.
Late. Ideally, if you do this, you want to like go lower and like look for the red building to know when to slam.
Yeah, and you got to be a little careful on the way through some of the next sections as well. We'll see like a little bit of like weird movement around to avoid like actually getting pulled into like the tunnel of Glove or like a couple other of these separate sections. So that's why you see Punch like going off to the side to set up this next hover as well. But we're gonna be doing some like hover stuff for the most part through here. So Pippi, we've probably got time for 1 or 2 donations.
I am glad to share those with you. We have $25 from Prez Kane, who's with you. We have.
You can hear the the slapping sound effect. Or
Up
like,
$25 from Prez Kane, who says, had
The
to
sound
donate
effect
for
where you
those
hit something.
amazing prizes. Thank you to everyone for all the hard work y'all put in for this event. Less than 3. Reminder, check out those prizes you could enter to win just by donating. Time for one more?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
he uses the dialogue, but
Reminder, check
I
out those prizes you could
use
enter to win just by donating.
when the K's on this like lights start to appear.
Time for one more?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
I've got $50 from Sansero, who says, another GDQ. This week is going to be hype and probably unproductive at work, but don't tell anybody. Your secret's safe with us.
True enough, true enough.
Yep.
Don't blame me, don't blame you. GDQ is much more important than work. That is true.
Yeah, so
What if GDQ is your work?
instead of going around here in the circle, punch, are you gonna do it?
my mouse just like, just malfunctions.
Yeah, he's not gonna do
We're
it.
good
You can
though.
actually go directly across and doing some platforming stuff.
mouse
And also,
malfunction.
Punch had to skip a giant trigger for the Glove World Jail. The Glove World Jail, it's a big mini-boss sort of area, but it's completely separate. It is huge. If you touch that trigger, you lose a lot of time. But it's not too difficult to avoid, but yeah, I didn't do that. Just pointed out there. And then was going to climb the Ferris wheel, and hopefully we get the funniest line in the game.
Yep,
Not the
we,
funniest line,
yeah,
but
we will
he's gonna
get
say
a
the name of the
very
game,
important
potentially.
line right here. Listen to this. I don't know what's happening.
He's gonna do it?
It is so unpredictable.
Wait,
I don't
how
understand
I
why
missed
this
it?
there sometimes. It's completely random. Basically, Glovey Glove says Cosmic Shake. He says the name of the game. It's very cool.
Yeah, I guess you have to send a specific spot of the glove. I guess I missed it. I don't know. It's
I
kind of
don't know
random.
how it looked right to me. I don't know why I didn't get it. It's kind of random.
That's okay.
I think it's tied to like this is a funny frame. Anyway, I think it's tied to like being low enough to where you're within a megaphone's vicinity, maybe. And like if the voice line's still playing while you out of it, you avoid it.
Yes, now we actually got Govy Gov himself. This is where we're gonna start to see the reef blower a lot. So
I thought I was gonna die there.
probably- Okay, let's talk about it a bit more. A lot.
Yeah, he kind of almost died there.
So
I thought I was gonna die there.
probably- Okay, let's talk about it a bit more.
Yeah, so this is the next phase here is the most annoying one. You have to manipulate 3 big jelly enemies into the goo that Glovey Glove shoots out. And it is quite random and unpredictable. I do believe a portion of this is like RNG. You can't really control like what the big
Oh, yep,
jellies do
yep.
all the time.
Yep, you
He's
see,
gonna
like,
go
this
up.
guy's
Very
coming down
annoying.
here, which he's not supposed to do at all.
A nice little RNG component at the very end of the run. You gotta love that.
I love it. Come on,
This
walk-
last
walk
guy's
in that.
being stubborn.
Come on.
You should go down here.
Oh, there he goes. All right,
Now
safe.
it's good.
Yeah, it's pretty slow. But like these jelly enemies are like completely random, so I'm like I'm not touching that at all.
What just died? I don't know what just died there, but that's cool. Oh, the leftover goo. That means we'll have to wait a little bit more, but that's okay. There's gonna be an enemy that spawns here shortly.
It completely
Maybe?
despawns from the game.
Guess not. Okay, that's fine. And that's the phase. And now here we're going to do a kick hover, where we kick a balloon and try to get as much air as possible, because if we're too low, the phase is not going to activate. Like, oh,
Nope.
and I died, that's fine.
I always call this final hover because that's the last hover you do in the entire run.
This is tricky. His goal is to hover for a bit and then wait. Just stall the hover until the cutscene happens. And it's kind of difficult to explain, but it's a pretty cool strat.
This should be good.
And I
Yeah,
believe
it's
this
gonna wait here
strat was found by
until
somebody you know, Cheese J.
What?
This strat was found by somebody you know, right?
Yeah, I believe this strat was found by Lucid.
Yep.
Very active Super Mario Odyssey runner. I believe he's going for 56 currently in 80%.
Yeah. Honorable mention to Chaos Pringle. He also ran this game for
Yeah.
Oh, I love KS Pringle.
It just
A
feels
lot
like
of
so many
Odyssey
people came,
runners.
once this game released, like so many people came out of the word work, like Kansas talking about finding stuff for this game. It's been pretty crazy to see how far this game has
Yeah,
come.
everyone
in.
loves surrounding
Really,
the new
yeah.
SpongeBob games. Pretty cool. So yeah, now we have the trash section. We have to throw away trash right before the final boss.
Here's something I thought about, like spinning this right here, jumping, and then spinning this over here, and then grabbing this. Maybe that would save a bit of time.
We have the trash section. We have to throw away trash right before the final boss. The routing for this is pretty cool. You can actually clip the ones in the cardboard box inside the dump truck, which is kind of neat.
That's fine. I'll go back and get that. I'll go back and get that too. That's okay.
Not an optimal trash
Doing it optimally is kind of annoying.
Yeah. No.
This is trash.
This is trash.
This is literally. Okay, yes. So I can, if you do this properly, you can actually just clip them into the dumpster just like that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a backup.
Yeah.
I didn't know that one. I'm gonna
Nice
be honest, I
backup.
did not know that.
Dude, it's so annoying the point I'm at now because I pretty much like have to have a perfect trash to like realistically I'd have a run that's like a 36 OX pace and then I'd like need a perfect trash to get like a 36 OX even. Like it's just so annoying the level I'm at now.
Alright, so yeah.
And now it's time for the final boss, Cassandra. Now this fight is gonna start off by just standing on a chair, and because of this magic,
I go back and stand on the skeleton, and when the second wave strikes, I count 2 seconds and then do 1 cartwheel and then just slowly walk over to the chair and then turn the camera around while I'm getting on the chair. Because like then you can like hit Cassandra like right when it's available.
chair, you'll avoid everything. And then after a certain point, Punch is going to jump up and swipe Cassandra, which counts as the first hit. But this does more than this does an additional thing too. It also allows Punchshot to keep the Reef Blower in the next phase, which trivializes the entire fight since he can just use it to protect himself the whole time. So he's gonna jump up.
Nice.
Get the hit.
And you actually gotta be very careful there. You actually gotta be very careful there when you hit her.
Because like if you do that, she'll be down here when you turn the camera back. And then you can just right away hit her when it becomes available, like when she's starting to disappear.
She's behind Squidward, and if you hit her before she reappears, she will actually soft lock, and she will not reappear, and you won't be able to deal her damage. So you just have to die and restart the fight. But I did not soft lock at this time. I have killed runs to it before.
Yeah.
Shoutouts to that run the balloons run I could have had that could have gotten like a small world record, but would have been my first record in this game. Well, patch speaking, and then I shot Cassandra while she was disappeared, and then it soft locked the fight. Like that was so annoying.
In fact, we were actually doing like some practice runs the other day, and unfortunately, Punch did soft lock it there.
Twice.
If you get the hit too early, it really messes up the fight, and people have definitely lost like actual runs to it too. It's pretty annoying.
Yep, I have lost a couple record runs myself.
Yeah. So time for the run is not on final hit. There's going to be a cutscene that plays afterwards, and one.
Not a cutscene. It's just like you're still able to move, and then it's the portal load, which time ends on.
We see SpongeBob start to like go back into the portal loading screen. That's when
when he's in the portal, that's when we'll call time. Punch-Out will call it.
Yep, I will notify you when that's ready.
Yeah, there's just so much going on here with all the projectiles on screen. The nice thing is you can dodge roll through all of them, so it's like not as bad, but yeah.
Here we go, last
final
hit.
45-31, well.
And
45-30 actually. Actually 45-30.
Build a website you love.
And an ad.
Wix. For your words?
Time.
No.
And
time. 45-30.
Time. Nice job, man.
Let's go. I was 45 and a half on the RTA, so.
45 and a half?
Yeah.
All right, that's not too bad. It's not too bad.
Yep.
It's about 6 minutes off RTA PB. My RTA PB is around 39:22, I believe.
Awesome
job. Punch, you want to talk about the tutorial for a bit?
Oh, yeah, sure. So if you
Why'd
are
you skip
interested, I don't know why I skipped it. It's just a force of habit when I finished runs.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. So basically, if you're interested in running this game, I have uploaded a full game tutorial on this version in my channel, my YouTube channel. You can go to that, just punch out. And I would like to give a few shout-outs. I would like to shout out some people from the Cosmic Shake community, Gordo
Here's
Deal,
the big thing
who I mentioned
for
earlier,
me,
made all the
at
mods
least.
for the game, and helped us out a lot. The cool square for programming the auto splitter. Shift for influencing likely this game's existence in the first place, right? And some people from my own community, like Entep, who just donated.
Coming up.
And Tango, who found a lot of the strats in this game. And Variety Passion, who actually just beat my record a few days before this event started, so congrats to him.
I got myself mentioned on a massive event because I got a world record right before the event. That would work a bit of magic within anyone, would it not?
And I will be going back after this event.
No, go away.
To take back my time. Well, actually times, because...
Dude, I'm still dealing with the frustration of being the second to get the 36. That was such an annoying time.
He took 2 of them.
Yeah.
Jay, you got any shout-outs?
Yeah, I just want to shout out my own Twitch. I don't really do SpongeBob, but I do a lot of Mario. So if you're interested in some of the 3D Mario categories, that's what I stream over on Twitch TV/CheeseJ with 2 eyes.
Yeah. I'll be brief. I just, I want to shout out the whole SpongeBob community and just kind of on behalf of them, I want to thank GDQ for, having another SpongeBob game on the marathon, especially on the first day, yeah,
very cool.
Yeah, crazy. Especially as someone who's been around the community for that long, I never thought we'd ever get anything.
When this game got on GDQ, I started to think wait, maybe I could get on this event too. I had never actively sought employment. This is a big reason why I tried to get jobs so that I could afford to go out and do this. Until I started to realize a genuine passion for what I'm playing would need to be there for this to actually be worthwhile. Mickey, which is something I was thinking of, wouldn't. I just hate running that game, so it's why play it for this event? Because
like this, so really means a lot to me as well. So yeah, and then also go follow Punch Shot on Twitch as well.
Yes, Punch Shot, very entertaining.
Twitch.tv/punchshot, yes.
Yeah, with a 0 instead of an O.
Yes, with a 0.
Yeah,
that's
real quick, I want to mention
important.
that the devs actually implemented a speedrun timer and other speedrunning features into the latest patch of this game, but we play an earlier patch, of course, because it's faster. But we do plan on routing the new patch eventually. It actually might be quite a bit of a different run because the hovers are a lot shorter. So if you're interested in learning about this game and all that stuff, all the resources, the Discord, we've got speedrun.com/TCS if you want to check that stuff out. We will all gladly help you out. Go follow Punchshot, twitch.tv/punchshot, but the O is a 0. I'm just a voice to all, but if you want to check me out, twitch.tv/kaons, Kaons. And yeah, that is great. Great job, man. You did a great job in this one. Power Lagoon was very rough, but I mean, Power Lagoon is always rough. Very rough world.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah, you did a great job regardless.
Congrats.
Yeah. Thank you so much, everybody. And one more time for Punch Shot.
Thank you, everyone.
First ever in person. Good job, dude. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It's been such an honor. It's been so surreal.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it.
So yeah, that has been a big thing for him, obviously, but I guess everyone in his close friend group, including me, because this is the run for me, and seeing it get showcased on a big event is seeing that it's possible to get such a underlooked game on a GDQ event was just so. It just made me really rethink everything I had thought about speedrunning. Let me go back here. Where's this comment? This comment especially made me really think a lot. I love when we get someone new to the stage. Great to see new runners taking part in GDQ. when I read that comment, I like really reevaluated a lot I thought about speedrunning. And yeah, just this was big for a lot of people. The difficult thing, however, is that Punch just seems to be like so motivated by GDQ to like play other games, and it's like I feel like it's gonna end up at a point where the genuine passion he has for his game isn't gonna be there, and then he's just gonna walk onto that stage feeling good about being back on this stage at first, and then just feeling empty after it because like he doesn't care about the game he is running for it. And like it just doesn't seem healthy to just take any in you can get. The more that I thought about it. Is there anything else I have to say? I don't really think so. I could watch his other two runs at some point, but I'm not doing that now. Like his pace runs. The other thing with GDQ is that from the impressions I got of Punch going there, it comes off like a bit of a college party, which has me a little bit hesitant, like just a wee bit contributive to my hesitation. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Other than just GDQ works magic. At this point, I could either keep working on my Titans review. I could try working on the hoverless tutorial again. Or I could figure out how to make like general like speedrunning content. Those are like the three things I'm considering right now. Like getting more into content creation. Yeah, I guess that's just gonna be it for me. Could I read anyone? No. Yeah, I'm just gonna head out. I don't know when I'll stream again. But goodbye.